Hey guys, I know I'm a little bit behind on the whole Beck reacts to Amber. I hear it is so good. I listened to it a little bit. I was like, yes, girl, yes. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be reacting on this video. And I did see that Shani did 2 live streams. So I will scan through those and grab those 2 as well. And I'll try to have them up by tomorrow. But anyways, back to back, let's see what they have to say.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be responding to Amber's My Last Response to Beck video. This will be the first time that I will be reacting to one of her videos instead of a reaction channels as a buffer. The reason for that is because this video seems to be directly aimed at me. So I wanted you guys to get a raw response without any other input on this one. I'm going to try to go into this with an open mind, but I'm not expecting much, as we all know.
Ooh, Lordy, does she... Wait, listen. I know I keep on messing up on the pronouns. I'll get there. Just bear with me. But Beck definitely drags the living crap out of MB on this one. Yikes.
I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it.
Hello. So welcome to a new video. It's actually February 7th. At 3 a.m. in the morning. I could have totally slept and waited till tomorrow to film this, but I think it's just so heavy that I have to do it now so I can just be completely done with it.
This was so urgent that it took you 10 days to release this video. I want to thank you for adding me so swiftly to the queue of your videos.
I mean, can you get it back? It was urgent for her. It was very urgent for her to record it. I think once she recorded this video, she went, phew, well, I apologize. My job is done. Whatever. And forgot all about it. Honestly, I don't think this whole entire thing is genuine, to be honest. I mean, from MB's side.
I really enjoy my iced tea.
I watched Beck's new video that they posted tonight or today or whatever, but it was a new one. So that video genuinely shocked me and it made me feel stupid and dumb, and it made me realize that the way that I viewed our relationship was completely wrong, and I was oblivious to a lot of things, even to the extent of the way that I treated them. So I want to be accountable in that.
People have been pointing out to you for years that you weren't treating me well. It's not that you weren't aware or that people weren't telling you. It's just that you didn't care.
Yes, Beck. That part. She did not care because she was getting what she wanted. It was more like, I'm getting what I want of your feelings, basically. Yeah.
I hope that she says more than just I take accountability, because saying I take accountability isn't actually taking accountability.
I mean, Beck, you were with this woman for how long? For how long? You know that's exactly how she operates mentally. That's exactly how she operates mentally. And it's sad. It is so sad. So many people have tried to help her see, I don't know. She just doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. But anyways, let's continue.
But this is just the example that I saw in their newest video where it made me look back and be like, yeah, we both actually viewed this relationship completely different.
Yeah, we did view this relationship differently. I was your caretaker and you were enjoying being taken care of without any appreciation for the things that I did. You made me feel like I owed it to you. Everything that I could possibly give and more. I always owed you more.
And honestly, right there, that statement that Beck gave, she nailed it right on the head. That's exactly what was going on. That is exactly what was going on. She did not care at all. She was getting what she wants. Beck owed her everything because in her brain, she is paying for everything, but she seems to forget that she still owed Beck money. Who works? Literally, think about this. She said she was paying for everything, okay? So Beck is paying for half of her rent, blah, blah, blah. What comes she didn't have extra money left over? And the woman was on the job 24/7. There is no such job that exists like that. So by that, you owe Beck so much money, honey. I'm still stuck on that. Like, sue her, Beck, sue her. And again, for me, for the content, but then sue her for yourself. For yourself, Beck, sue her.
So in their new video, they were reacting to a compilation video of me being rude to them for 10 minutes straight. And in the reaction, Beck stated multiple times that it's obvious that they didn't want to be on camera. And they said, oh, look at me zoning out while she's talking. And it's like both of those things like genuinely hurt. And it made me realize.
And I know this part of the conversation where Beck, Amber right here where she's talking. I know I reacted to the video when she released it. So it might sound a little bit repetitive, but I also wanted to react to what Beck had to say, to what Amber had to say about them.
It's like, I didn't even notice these things. Just like how when I was in a relationship with them, I didn't notice how mean or rude I could come off until looking back, and I just feel super remorseful. I viewed our whole relationship a certain way that it wasn't. I genuinely thought that they wanted to be on camera and that they were okay with being on camera. And I was so accustomed to them zoning out or seeming like they didn't want to be on camera that like that was normal for me. But I didn't know that the zoning out and the look on their face, etc., was like an indication that they weren't listening to me or that they didn't want to be on camera. Like that is like news to me.
It was not news to you, and it's weird for you to say that it was normal for me to be zoning out and disassociating. You knew why I felt that way, but if you didn't, why wouldn't you ask me what was going on, or why was I acting that way? Why would you just continue filming and let it become the normal? The truth is that you did know, because I had told you many times that I did not want to be on camera. And
Uh-huh. Just like Crystal told her multiple times, many times, that she didn't want to be on camera. She did not care. Amber monetized anything and everything around them, except for, what's her name? Not Feline. Jade. Her name is Jade, for God's sake. She keeps on saying her name is Feline. Her name is Jade. Jade did not want to be on camera. I guess she put her foot down hard on that one, and she would seem to respect that. Emily did not want to be on camera, but I think that's only because Emily saw the backlash that came with her. So she was like, up, nope. And who else? Oh, and apparently Amber has a new victim in waiting. So we shall see how that one works.
your response was that I owed you and that it was my job to be in the vlogs and to be on camera. So me acting this way was the result of you not caring, and you knew the entire time.
So knowing that like I viewed our relationship one way and it wasn't, like I genuinely look stupid, but I guess like maybe I low-key.
And again, sorry. She told Beck being on camera was her job from the get-go. Where is Beck's money? MB, where is her money? And then on top of that, the 24 hours working for Amber, wiping her behind, helping her get showers and stuff like that. Where is Beck's money? That's my question. Okay, anyways, let's continue.
He deserve it.
Maybe it's not so low-key, Amber.
Realizing that we both viewed this relationship so differently actually makes it easier for me to be accountable and to apologize, because if that's the way that they truly viewed it, like I deeply apologize for that.
Saying I apologize for if you viewed it that way is not an apology. It's not just the way I viewed it, it's what I experienced and what happened to me and what I felt.
And
Exactly, Beck. Exactly, Teardrop. And I am so glad that Beck is put in so much thought in our response to this, because it is so good, you guys. It is so good the way Beck is responding to MB. I'm loving every single second of it.
And there's nothing I can do to change their opinions and their thoughts and their experience, because that's what they lived.
Right, you're not going to change my opinion on what happened because that's what happened.
I wasn't the greatest girlfriend. I wasn't the most perfect girlfriend, but I will say I'm not all good. I'm not all bad. And I wasn't that way then either. Like our relationship
I mean, from what I've seen, Amber, I mean, that's highly arguable. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. People who see you and watch you and are willing to dive in there like the only head fast, something's seriously wrong with them. But hey, there's a lid for every pot, right?
Relationship was definitely complex. And even though it might not be visible to the public or even to Beck in this moment, I have taken accountability for the things that I've done.
No, you haven't. And saying I take accountability is not taking accountability. I've never.
Exactly. But you did this so wrong. You did this so wrong.
Seen you take accountability, and I'm still waiting for it in this video.
And in the video, they even stated, like, I don't want you to reach out to me. And that's very much why I haven't, because I wanted to respect those boundaries. But they said, I don't want an apology from you. I genuinely feel like Beck deserves an apology for the wrongdoings that I did do. But if they don't want to accept it or hear it, then I have to be okay with that. I'm not going to apologize to the internet. The apology wasn't for you guys. It was for them.
What apology? I didn't get an apology.
Oh my God, back with the shade, but the shade is the truth. You go back, you go. And the rest of us, once you released the video, we were like, what apology? What accountability? Like, that video was just so wrong, Amber. That was the worst apology I've seen in a while.
I feel like in this situation, like this type of accountability should be handled in private, just like the apology should have, and the sort of discussion that is like happening between back and forth with us. Like these things should be happening in private.
Those videos where you mistreated me were not private, and neither.
Exactly. And I do believe that I said that in my previous video, just reacting to Amber. I think I said the same thing. Exactly.
There was all that stuff that you said about me for years.
And it's like when personal matters like this are brought onto like a public platform, I feel like backed up in a corner, like I have to defend myself or I have to say something. But it's like, I'm not going to sit here and go through every single thing that they said, like every single claim, every single this or that, because that is just going to fuel negativity. I truly don't feel like the back and forth is productive for either of us. But if they truly feel like sharing their story is what is going to help them in the long run, then go for it. But I have to genuinely step away. Like I said, I wasn't going to speak about them, and that was standing.
You said you weren't going to speak on me, but then you continued to speak on me, and that's why this entire thing started. And thanks for giving me your permission, but I didn't need your permission to tell my story to begin with. If you're embarrassed to just say any of it out loud, why don't you just say that you did all of it? You didn't have to go through everything I said individually. You could have just...
Now, Beck, she's not going to say that, because by saying that, then that will mean she has to admit that you wiped her butt and she was free bleeding everywhere while you're wiping her butt. That still gives me nightmares. You guys. But yeah, Beck, good for you. Stand 10 toes deep. This is your story, not her story. This is your story, and she's trying to manipulate the way that you're telling it. Good for you.
Just took accountability for all of it at once, if that's what you felt you wanted to do.
But like hearing all of these things being said, it's been hard for me, because it's like I have shown growth in my personal life, and it's hard to like show growth publicly when these are...
You guys, does she not understand that if you've grown as a person, people will pick up on it? You don't just get to hide it. People are going to pick up on your personal growth. What the F is she talking about? Honestly, like, what the F is she talking about?
The things that like was happening behind the scenes. So publicly, I might look the same to you guys, but I have changed a lot.
We're only halfway through this video, and all I've seen so far is that you have not grown at all. I don't think that you should be the judge of if you have grown or gotten better. And yeah.
Exactly, Beck. Exactly. She doesn't get to determine. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Honestly, that's Amber, aside from her mom, have actual friends in real life, to help, to guide her. Like, does she have friends in real life? Because it doesn't sound or seem like it, because she makes absolutely no sense.
Now, some of the worst of it happened behind the scenes, but some of it happened publicly.
And I just want to say that anytime that I had Beck on my channel, it was never out of malice. I never meant to disrespect them. And I really, 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 really did love them. This might be a little...
I know I said this also before. Amber, you're a liar. You are a stone-faced, cold liar. You never loved Beck, and that was very evident. It was very evident that you did not like Beck. If anything, you resented Beck.
Tea, because no one knows. But when Beck and I were just friends while I was with Feline, and Feline did know this, don't worry. One night I got really, really drunk, and I told Beck, like, I really was in love with you, and I still love you. Like, you're a great person. And I hyped them up because...
You guys, that line that you just said just honestly bothers me. What does she mean that she hyped them up by telling them that she loved them? If you love them, it's an honest thing that you love them. You don't tell them you love them just to hype them up. What? Anybody understanding why I'm having such a hard time with that little statement she just made right there?
Because genuinely, I owe so much to them, and I have so much gratitude to them. They were there for me during some of the hardest moments of my life, i.e., when I was diagnosed with cancer. But I have never tried to show them in a certain way. Nothing was ever out of malice from the bottom of my heart, and I just really needed to make that clear.
Yeah, we were friendly for like a year until you wouldn't stop talking about me. And I was only really friendly with you because we both still talked to Eric and Ricky, and we had to be around each other. So I just wanted to keep things cordial. But I didn't really consider us friends because of the way you treated me throughout the relationship and the way you acted toward the end. And as for the private apology you gave me while drunk, I don't recall that ever happening at all. I know that you didn't say that you loved me or that you still loved me, and I know that you also wouldn't have hyped me up. I also know that I didn't drink with you after the breakup, and I don't recall you ever being drunk around me after the breakup either. The only thing that I can think of maybe she could be thinking about is maybe it was in a phone call or a text message, but I honestly really don't think that it happened at all.
Whew, that was a lot, but damn. So let me get this straight. So Beck only stayed friends or friendly with my Wednesday Addams because she was still friends with Ricky and Eric and Ricky, and even though those were friends of Beck to begin with, we're still holding on to them. But also, I also blame Eric and Ricky. So in order for her to be able to see her friends without stuff being weird, she stayed cordial. That's an adulty thing to do. And then Eric and Ricky went and stepped back in the bag and chose Amber over her. I mean, Beck has her faults, but she seems like she would make a decent friend. What the heck?
Honestly, all I can really do is just continue working on myself. My focus moving forward is to just ignore it all. Like, I wanted to take what Beck is doing and put it in like a positive way and put a positive spin to it and like be like, yeah, I am accountable. But at the same time, obviously, like, I do find frustrations in the ways that I feel like they are exaggerating or they have lied.
You cannot take accountability and tell me that I am lying and exaggerating in the same video.
Ugh, Beck is making me so proud, y'all. Beck is making me so proud. Amber, this is not how you apologize, mate. This is not how apologies go.
I do firmly believe that two things can happen at once. I can be accountable, but I can also be frustrated. But I'm not accountable and frustrated about the same things. Like everyone likes to say, there are three sides to every story. Their side, my side, the truth.
I just got so disgusted by that. I just don't know what to even say.
And like
Well, Beck, what she's trying to say is that she's also trying to put some blame on you. So I understand what you got disgusted about that. That's what she's trying to do right now.
Really good example of like people viewing things differently, like kind of what's going on with like Blake and Justin. Blake feels like one thing happened, while Justin's like, no, that's not what happened.
First of all, Amber, you are not Blake Lively. Secondly, it is very common for these types of relationships for the victim and perpetrator to have two very different sounding stories. It's not because the victim is lying, but because the perpetrator is unlikely to be willing to admit to certain things they did.
Oh, you guys, I died when she said you are no Blake Lively. Girl. I mean, not you, but I'm talking to him. You are no Blake Lively, not even close. But Beck is so shady. Like, her little quick liners are so good. I'm loving it. And also, Beck is correct on this statement too as well.
So you know what? I can't even sit here and firmly be like, okay, Beck is lying, because if they viewed it that way, then I have to accept that for what it is, because what's true to someone and the way that they view something might not be true to everyone else in the room.
I want to play devil's advocate here for a second. If I'm remembering something wrong that Beck genuinely remembers as like a full truth, then that's fair as well, because I have really bad memory problems due to moments of high stress, trauma, BPD.
You guys, I am so tired of MB's excuses. These same freaking excuses over and over for bad behavior. I am so tired of them. And then I'm also mad that she always now forgets to add in the ASMR, because she does have ASMR, because she told us that she has ASMR. How come she never blames ASMR for this?
When I have anxiety, sometimes I'll literally like black out because I'm so anxious.
That's a lot of things to blame instead of yourself. I do believe that she thinks that I'm exaggerating because in her mind, everything she did was not a big deal. But I don't think that she forgot about anything that she did. And it seems pretty obvious that she is aware that everything I've been saying is the truth.
I just want to say,
yes, Beck, she is fully aware, like a narcissist. She's having a major knock injury with this whole situation. Yeah, that's what's going on. And I know she did on Tuesday, was it Tuesday? Her members only, apparently she was still talking about Beck. Even though when she released this video, she said, oh, I'm done talking about Beck. But apparently she was still talking about Beck. And I also saw that apparently Destiny said she was coming back on YouTube too as well. So, oh boy, this could get interesting.
whether my apology was behind a paywall, whether it was in a Snapchat, whether it's in a YouTube video, or whether I say it to Beck directly, it is 100% sincere.
Nothing she's said so far has seemed genuine at all. And it does matter that it was behind a paywall. What does she expect me to pay $10 to receive her apology? Which...
Yes, Beck. That's what she wanted you to do, pay $10 to see your apology. That's exactly what she wanted you to do, but good burn.
By the way, it was not an apology.
And I have apologized to them personally, but that was years ago after our breakup. Beck and I was friends for about a year after we broke up. And obviously that didn't work out, which I understand.
Do you understand, Amber? Do you stop talking to you and didn't want to be friends?
But I did apologize to them.
Never happened.
I don't think that I took as much accountability as I do take now.
That's crazy, because you didn't take any today either.
Because like I said,
Yeah, I know I said this before, but Beck is killing me with these one-liners, man. She is killing me.
Every day I like to reflect and just grow into a better person. So I'm not going to sit here and list off every single claim that they said and write down like, okay, guys, these are the things that are true.
Honestly, hear me out, you guys. Honestly, Amber, I think that actually might be beneficial for you to actually do that. I think it might be beneficial, and then it might trigger some memories that you buried because you don't want to take accountability, but it might help you see things for actually how they happen. It might be beneficial. Do a list.
And these are the things that aren't. These are the things that I'm accountable for. Like, there's no productivity in that, because whether the internet knows what I'm accountable for versus what I'm not accountable for, that doesn't bother me. The only person that I'm worried about and them actually hearing me is Beck.
I heard you, and I still have no idea what you're taking accountability for.
And if they don't want,
It's okay, Beck, and we still don't know exactly what it is she's apologizing for. She's apologizing, but we don't know what she's apologizing for. So we're all in the same page.
to, that's their prerogative. I'm okay with that. I want them to do whatever helps them. I'm not apologizing for myself. I'm apologizing to the person that I was in a relationship with for almost 5 years. And I hurt them, and I'm sorry for that. I really want to continue taking that experience and that relationship and learning from it. Beck can say absolutely anything from this point forward, and I am not going to respond.
I would say that this is a good performance, but we need some tears.
I genuinely wish them nothing but the best. And the apology.
As much as I've seen Amber cry on camera, in quotation marks, cry, I have yet to see a tear back. You're not going to see one. You're not going to see one, dear. And I think you already knew that.
Apology that I need to give to you guys. If I hurt any of you during this whole thing because you guys care for Beck, then I'm also sorry for that. I'm a very flawed individual. That is not an excuse, but I'm a flawed individual that can learn from this experience. And thankfully, I have.
Unfortunately, you have not. And hopefully this doesn't mean that you're done growing from this experience, because I haven't seen any growth.
Whether people see it or believe it, I know it because I am my own person and I know how I've been in past relationships. And as I've gotten older and more mature and I've learned more about my BPD and just who I am as a person, I have.
Lord, we're back with the damn BPD again. Jesus. And yet she never mentions the ASMR that she has, you guys. That's what makes me mad even more. What about the ASMR? Whoever told her about the damn BPD, I'm so mad at you.
Become a better person, and I have become a better girlfriend. I've become a better friend. I've become a better pet parent.
Amber, you have recently threatened me, your most recent ex, Alexis, and who knows who else. This is behavior you've shown for years. You've not become better, and how dare you say you've become a better pet parent after recently losing Rarity? I don't know.
Holy crap. Good point, Beck. I forgot about all... I forgot all about all the exes she threatened in order to try to silence them. Good point, Beck. Yeah, and Rarity. She played choosy with Rarity and she has grown, you guys. Ugh.
I don't know if I should say this, but maybe you should show this apology video to your therapist. If you're not able to see what's wrong with all of this, maybe they can help you.
But you guys, I thought that would be a good time to stop it there. And good advice, Beck. Good advice. I'll be linking Beck's channel in the description below if you want to go over and sub to the channel. And I'm happy that they diversified their channel. So once they're done with the back and forth with Amber, they can pivot into something else from the channel. So I'm really happy for them. And they seem to love what they're doing over there with their content. So that's awesome. But yeah, that's all I got on this one, you guys. I will catch you in the next one. I know I'm a little bit behind. Got stuck at work. Long story short. But I will catch you in the next one. I will look at the Shani's videos, live streams. And hopefully I'll get those out to you guys by tomorrow. But I'll catch you in the next one. Later. Bye-bye.